Get ready to match the star. Bobby Van, Brett Summers, Gary Burghoff, Adrienne Barbeau, Richard Dawson, and Fannie Flagg as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 74. And now here's the star of Match Game 74, Gene Rivers.
How do you do?
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
What's that?
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
No, it's not.
It's
Can I
not?
have that
What's
parsley? I just ate onions.
What is that cleavage in your fur?
Shall I eat my boutonniere?
Yes.
All right.
If it'll clean up your mouth.
A lot of onion. A lot of iron in parsley. I'm so healthy.
Terrific.
And he shared it with me.
I think I'm
Oh,
going to...
oh, wait,
no, I'm
wait.
not going to.
From Match Game to the Galloping Gourmet.
Yep.
I'll take your picture.
Okay.
Click.
Here we are.
Let's see what develops.
Okay, let's see what develops.
Look at that parsley tasted
Get the
terrible.
negative out there now. All right, let's say hello to our current champ here, Fred Mills. Hello, Fred.
Fine, thank you.
How much money you got?
$100.
Oh, you just won.
Just one.
Well, we were together last time. He had just won, and now he's going to have a go at the Big Money Super Match, right? The audience match and all that, right? You ready for it?
I'm ready.
Okay, we'll do that right after we do this for you especially. Now we're ready to have a go at it. Fred, if you are?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go with the big audience
Oh, I wish
super
I could
match
have
here.
a go at it.
We polled a recent studio audience, Fred, and we got their best response to this. Blank opera. Now, the answer that audience gave most often is worth $500, but you got to match it. If you don't match that one, you match the next one, you get $250, and the bottom one, $100. 3 celebrities are allowed to help you with suggested answers here. Which ones do you want to call on?
Richard.
Soap opera.
Soap opera.
Adrienne.
Adrienne?
A night at. I don't know. I can't. Will that work? A night at the opera?
A Night at the Opera,
Yeah.
the old Marx Brothers
Yeah.
movie? A Night at the Opera?
I'm blank. I'll have to say.
Okay, that's her.
Leave her alone. Tanya, you come up and do it.
Okay.
And Bobby, please.
Metropolitan Opera.
Metropolitan Opera. See what those 3? Now, you don't have to take any of those if you don't want to. You got Metropolitan Opera, Night at the Opera, and you got soap opera. Do you want one of those, or do you want to give us one of your own?
Gene, I'll take soap opera.
You want soap opera? Okay. Soap opera is what he wants. That's what he's going to get. And we'll find out if it's up there, and if so, where. First, may we see the $100 response? Grand Opera. Grand Opera is up there. Looking for soap opera. And here we go with a $250 response. Phantom Opera.
We forgot that.
That's right.
So that's 0 out of 2 so far,
That was
celebrities.
close to mine. That was close.
Close to yours. Last chance for soap opera. Here is the $500 response. You got it, Fred. Congratulations. Well done. Okay. Attaboy, Fred, you're up to $600 now. Now you're going to play for 10 times $500 or $5,000. Which celebrity do you want to play with?
I'll stick with Richard.
You ask him. You asked him which celebrity he wants to play with, and he takes Richard.
Carefully.
Yes. He's going to make a choice now.
Rephrase that for me.
Richard.
You want to play with Richard.
Likes
May I say, these are the days of your lives.
Right. Okay, you face me if you would, please, Fred. I will extract the $5,000 question from the slot and ask Richard to write his answer. Queen blank. Queen blank. He's finished. Now, Fred, we need an answer from you which you think will match his answer. What do you say to that? Queen
Elizabeth.
Queen Elizabeth. Well, I suppose if you're doing with an ex-Englishman named Richard Dawson, you might say Queen Elizabeth, right? All right, what does the ex-Englishman say?
Never even occurred to me.
He didn't.
Nope. Queen Bee.
Queen Bee. All right.
How quickly you forget.
How quickly they forget,
Well,
right?
she doesn't write to me, and I don't write to her.
That's the way it's going to
Seems to
be.
work out that way. I'm sorry, Chief.
Okay, so, well, no, Queen Bee was a good answer. Queen Elizabeth was also good. Fred, you've still got your 600. You're going to meet another player right now. So let's bring on Bev Walters. Hello there. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
I want to climb aboard. Bev, you know Fred? How's Bev Walters?
Fine.
Good. What else you want to tell us about you?
Oh, I'm a housewife.
Yeah.
I'm originally from Decatur, Illinois, and now I live in Sun Valley, California. I have 2 little girls, Katie and Jenny, and I go to school part-time.
Really? What are you studying?
Nursing, which I feel like I need a doctor right now.
Is there a...
Is there a
Hi, yes. Is
Oh,
there a...
you know how to play doctor.
Oh, yes. Those days are gone forever. Okay. Bev, you're going to be just dandy here. Good luck to you. I'll push this button and we'll get into it, and you make a selection and we'll have a go at it.
A, please.
A, all right. Listen carefully now, Bev. Brett said. She said, I just saw Fannie Flagg's IQ score. She says, I just saw Fannie Flagg's IQ score, and I want to tell you, her IQ is the same as her blank.
Can I come and see you when y'all are in the hospital? Didn't y'all wait for me all day? Yes.
Write an answer, Brett.
Oh,
Remember, you are talking in this
oh, well.
fantasy world question. All right? Everybody ready down here? Oh,
I've never seen anybody with a camera on their blanks.
now, Bev, I'll give it to you one more time. Brett said, I just saw Fannie Flagg's IQ score, and I want to tell you her IQ is the same as her
Bottom.
bottom. Really?
I'm not that intelligent.
She's not that
I don't know,
you're pretty smart, Fannie.
intelligent. I don't know what that would measure, but I'm not going to ask. But I would imagine it'd be kind of a low IQ, wouldn't you say?
Well, if you know Fannie, you'd know that it was the same as her bra size.
Her bra size. Okay. And what did you say there, Brett?
Or 36D as in bust line.
Bust line. That would give you an IQ of 36 there. Gary, what do you say?
That Fannie has a very large IQ, every bit as big as her bust.
Okay. All right, so the bazooms have it so far, Bev. And you said it too, and you're holding it upside down.
Oh, again?
Didn't recognize him that way there. Did you join the club here too? Gotta be quicker than that, folks. Now, all together. What did you say, Richard? Are you waiting for us? There now, Richard. Now you're on.
If you don't believe my answer and you happen to live in Birmingham, Alabama, you can go backstage and see Fannie tonight and check out her bazoom measurement.
Her bazoom measurement.
Just got a little plug-in for Fannie's play Happy Birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
She opens
Yes.
tonight in
It
Alabama.
opens
Happy
tonight
birthday,
in Alabama,
Fannie.
right.
Yes, I'm very
That's
nervous.
terrific.
Now-
I'm 43 today.
Now,
Wait a minute, that's her bust measurement.
Give her a chance, folks.
just because Brett is still in a training bra.
Well, got a question for you in a minute or so, Fred, but first we've got to do a little business here, dear. All right, here we go. Ready, Fred?
I'm ready.
This one's yours. Let's see how you do with your first round question. Mildred said, my husband's really nuts.
How nuts is it?
I'll tell you how nuts he is. When our sheepdog started shedding, he tried to make a blank out of the hair. That's what Mildred said. My husband's really nuts. When our sheepdog started shedding, he tried to make a blank out of the hair.
You said it, I didn't.
Well, that's easy.
Don't look at my paper.
I have to
Come on
finish.
now. I'm the teacher. I can look.
All right.
All right.
That's an accordion.
Oh, that's nice. Have you written your answer?
Oh!
You're playing around with that accordion you haven't written?
Well, I already have my answer ready.
Okay. All right, here we go. Fred Mills. Mildred said, my husband's really nuts. When our sheepdog started shedding, he tried to make a blank out of the hair.
A rug.
A rug. Okay. Most of them like it, some don't. What'd you say?
Well, they won't like mine because I said sweater.
A sweater.
That's not bad, though. You've got to give me credit.
Nice. Nothing wrong with the nice Angora sweater.
That's right.
Okay, Brett.
You boo him all you want.
God bless you.
You got it, Fred. Run.
Fred's got a rug. She says Fred's got a rug. I must say it's the best looking one I've ever seen. Don't you think so?
I've
Anyway,
got a rug.
You've got you've got the rug, right. The worst looking one I've ever seen. Gary? No, only kidding. What do you say, Gary?
Well, when a person is, I go for reality, and I've seen this happen in my own family. My dog shed, and we tried to make a puppy out of the hair. I'm sorry I said it.
Trying to make a little puppy out of it.
You know where they came from?
Yeah.
We were very ignorant.
Oh.
And his wife is pregnant.
That's right. Family and all.
You want to go back to Charlie Brown and finish that
Every
part?
time my dog drooled, it had puppies. We thought that's where it came from. We walked around all of our childhood lives with our hands over our mouths.
That's enough, Gary.
I give up.
What do you say about this whole
Fred.
miserable thing? When our sheepdog started shedding, he tried to make a blank out of the hair.
I was going to say rug.
But you changed your mind.
I said
Why do you keep there? You
blanket.
blanket. Blanket ain't bad. No, that's not a bad answer.
This is a really
Not
nasty
bad.
audience.
Yeah.
Not to me,
You
they
are
aren't,
rotten
Adrienne.
to the core, but we love you. Richard?
They are not rotten
Just because you have the right
if you have the word rugs.
Yeah. See that? Okay. That's the answer. But have you got the answer, lady?
Rotten to Fannie.
You want to see how rotten they are, hon? Watch this. I'm a veteran. Mattress.
Don't like that one now? Don't like it, okay.
New Jersey.
All right, so it's 2-0 at the end of round one. We go to round two and ask Bev to make a selection.
I'll try A again.
A again. Everybody plays because you didn't score the first time. Tarzan said, Jane, go home to mother. So me teach elephant to blank.
Have I got an answer for you,
I'll
honey?
bet you have. Tarzan said, Jane, go home to mother. So me teach elephant to... Okay.
Wait a minute.
Right. Finish there. Let's see now.
Do you get a prize if you finish first?
No, we haven't worked that out yet. Got the feeling there are three eyes staring at me over there. All right, we're all set over here. Now, Bev, Tarzan said, Jane, go home to mother. So me teach elephant to...
Kiss.
To kiss?
Was it a male elephant
Leave
or
that
a
girl
female
alone.
elephant?
Listen, it may be an inspired answer. One never knows
Is this
about
audience
these.
left over from Tattletales?
I don't know. You're really the most unruly bunch we've ever had here. Now, let's see. Now, she says kiss.
I'm afraid to give an answer. They're going to come and get me. Are you going to attack, or can I just hold it up and say...
Let me see what you got.
Don't say anything. How about a cheering? No matter what it is, cheer. Teach elephant how to swing. Teach elephant how to swing.
They're rather responsive.
Not bad.
The answer Bev is looking for is kiss. Me teach elephant to kiss.
I like an enthusiastic group myself.
Yes.
I said, what was the question?
Tarzan said, Jane, go home to mother, so me teach elephant to...
Make baby elephants.
Okay. It would be difficult to
Wait a
do
minute.
without kissing, but what the heck?
Did you think about that before you wrote it?
No.
I mean, did you really go into all the implications of what you were saying? Actually, I know it turned some people on, especially people from Maine, I understand. They taught him how to swing.
How to swing. Well, that would be difficult. All right, little girl, what have you got?
Little girl.
Little girl. Little girl.
I was going to say swing. I wrote it down and threw it away, and I said cook.
Cook.
I figured it was a female elephant. Thank you.
Got to match Richard and Fannie to stay in the game, Bev. Let's see how it turns out. Richard, you're
The
up.
people that brought you Queen Elizabeth. Cook.
Cook it is. So Fred wins the game. What do you have, Fannie? 5 cooks. Come on down. Congratulations. So there's another $100 for you. Gee, Bev, you're in and out of here just a little too quick, aren't you?
Yes,
I'm
it was
sorry.
very much fun, though. Thank you.
Thank you, Bev. Walters, nice to have met you. A gift for you backstage.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. How about you swinging around there? We'll swing this commercial your way. Here we go. All right, here we go. And you ready?
I'm ready.
You've been here before.
Yes, I have.
I thought I saw you somewhere around here. Now, you got $700, and you got a chance at over $5,000 now, Fred. Remember how it goes? We polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. Blank David. And the answer they gave most often is 500, 250, and 100. 3 celebrities are allowed to help. Whom do you choose?
I pick Richard.
Richard.
The only person I can think is from the Bible, King David.
King David. All right.
And Fannie.
Fannie.
I take my responsibility seriously, so therefore I shall say Mogan David.
Mogan David. Okay. All the winos in the audience love that answer.
Fred.
Like that answer, don't you? All right.
Brett.
Brett.
I'm trying to read Fannie's answer.
You were trying to read her T-shirt.
Let me see. King David, Mogan David, and...
Brett.
Camp David? How about Camp David? Is there a Camp David?
There is a Camp David, yes.
La
Okay.
Cienega.
Okay. All right, so you want to do Camp David, and we've got Camp David, King David, and Mogan David. You want to choose one of those, Fred, or give us one of your own?
Gene, I think I'll take King.
King David.
King David.
You want King David?
You bet.
All right. We've all got our fingers crossed for you. That's the answer that Richard suggested. Let's find out if it's up there, and if so, where. First, here is the $100 response. King David, right off the bat there, pal. There's another 100. You're up to 800 now. What do you think's in the number 2 slot there? Mogan David. All right, here it is. May we see the 250? Little David. Little David. All right, and how about the top
David
one?
Comes out. Mogan. I told you.
Mogan. You were right. Crazy lady with the yellow sweater. You were right all along. Okay, so now you've got 100 more. You're up to 800. You're going to play for 1,000. But to collect, you've got to match one of them head-to-head. Which one will it be?
I will pick Richard.
You will pick Richard.
You're a stubborn little cuss, aren't you?
Yeah. All right, here we go. The $1,000 question. Ready? Blank velvet. Blank velvet. Now, he's finished, and we need an answer from you which you think will match his. How do you match him? Blank velvet.
National.
National Velvet? Was that old movie?
That's Elizabeth Taylor's.
Oh, Elizabeth Taylor's. Yes, I remember that old picture. It was a great old picture. All right. He says National Velvet, Richard. It's up to you now to show us your
I
answer.
wish she'd appeared in a film called Crush Velvet, because it would have been such a delightful thing. I wrote National.
You're up. Is that your friend down there?
That's my friend and wife.
Oh, that's your friend and wife. Oh, I don't know that was your wife. She's very happy, isn't she? Are you happy? Good. Okay, you have a total of $1,800, and now it's time to meet your next challenger. Here comes Ledley Chamberlain. Hello there.
Hello.
Want to step back up? Ledley, you know Fred Mills?
Yes.
He's got a lot of money. He's got $1,800.
More
And
than
he's
I
very happy about that, and we're happy about that. Would you tell us where you're from and all that sort of thing?
I'm from Penland, Pennsylvania, but now I live in Los Angeles.
Yes.
I'm married. I have a husband, a little boy, 3 sisters, 6 sister-in-laws, 11 nieces and nephews, 2 brother-in-laws.
And they're all in the audience.
Terrific memory.
And 1 great niece.
Boy,
And I
a lot
need
of
some money.
hormones going loose in that family. Well, you're a terrific lady, and how old is your boy?
How old is he? 19 months.
19 months, and what's his name?
Omar.
Does he watch television?
Does he? He likes commercials. So.
Oh,
He likes you.
I'm glad you mentioned that because we've got a commercial right now that your son is just going to love. Time is up. Just have a few seconds here to ask you to come back next time. We'll start fresh right from the top with a brand new game, okay? Bring all your relatives.
All of
big
them?
clack here. They'll all be screaming and applauding and hollering and everything. Gary, I meant to ask you, did your wife Janet enjoy doing Tattletales?
Oh, she thought it
Was that her first time on
really
television?
Terrific. That was her second time on television.
Really? She had done Tattletales before?
No.
What?
Suspects Wanted.
She had done another show.
She had.
Similar, but not nearly as good.
Yeah, well, we're Gary and a whole bunch of assorted people, including myself and my wife Helen, are doing it this week, and we had a good time.
It was really terrific.
Yeah, and we had a good time here, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time, whenever that is. Join us, Gene Rayburn. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 74, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.